Overall, it was like my first major tournament, so to be obviously selected was pretty awesome for me after missing last year's disappointment with Tokyo. The group was really excited once we got into the Com Games. Like, we were really focused on what we wanted to do because we were in Europe 3 weeks prior to that, just doing preparation work. And then once we started playing, actually being able to, play consistent games, get into the routine of doing SWOT and research on the other teams. I think a lot of the guys really enjoyed that, and then obviously the atmosphere with the other athletes was really good as well. For me, performance-wise, I started to play better as the tournament went on, and then into the finals, I think I had my 2 best games, which I'm happy about, that I played well in like a high-pressure situation. So to finish the final with 2 goals, I think I'm really happy with that. Just kind of capped off a really good tour into a really good games for me. So yeah, pumped with that. I think we knew going into the games playing against England with a home crowd would be a different aspect. The home crowd advantage kind of brings a little bit of atmosphere, can influence calls either way because they can get behind the umpires and get in their heads a little bit. So we knew that it was going to be challenging. The English guys came out really well. We kind of started on the back foot and they got ahead. But I was still really confident with the group. Like, when we came out at half-time and it was 2-0 down, I still felt like we could come back from that. Obviously we did in hindsight, but at the time I just felt confident in myself and in the team that we could just keep grinding and get over the top, which as a good team, well, as the best team in the world, like, that's something we have to do regularly. We might not perform well, and we just have to be able to slog it out and either get the draw, win in shootouts, or get the win. So pretty thankful we ended up getting there. So scored a goal and then set up the last one, which a little bit controversial, but got us over the line, which is awesome. So the third goal, I received the ball on the edge of the circle, got a free hit, and the ball, to some people, they might say it wasn't completely dead, but ended up taking a quick free hit, ran the edge of the circle, threw it in, and then Daniel Beal ended up tapping it home. The English fans were not too happy about that, but that's the way sport goes. Sometimes the umpires don't make the decision you want to make, and that's sport at the end of the day. Nothing too crazy. I think this tournament I just tried to focus on myself because going into the Olympics, I was so focused on the occasion being at the Olympics and training because I was focused on selection and everything like that. I wasn't performing as well as I wanted to. Then after getting selected for the Com Games, I just thought, if I play well and I'm confident in my ability, then I'm going to play well for the team. I'm going to link up with my teammates, and I think that definitely helped. So I was confident. Just thought about myself and how I led into the game, and it definitely helped. Yeah, 100%. So I'd say it's similar to most elite sports, but we did a lot of work with our psychologists leading into pretty much every year we've been doing that, but leading into this we did a lot of mental preparedness, so different things that you can do to visualise the game before you get there, or just processes that you can do. I personally, I'm not huge on it, or I don't actively think about it, but I do things normally, like a little bit of visualization, listening to music, all that sort of stuff kind of helps. But I kind of saw that in the final, like the Indian team, when we got on top, they kind of disappeared because, when you're 5-0 down, you don't really want to be there. And I felt that once we got a roll on, they kind of, fell off a bit, and then they weren't as eager to, push as much as they wanted to if they were, the score was closer. So I definitely think elite sport, like the mentality thing's a big difference, and being Australian, like, we're pretty ruthless, and I think that gives us an edge compared to other teams. I think we're quite a unique team where we want to win, obviously, every game by 10 goals because that'd be great, but we just have the mentality to just win and like score goals and just be ruthless no matter who we're playing against or what the score is at the time of the game. If there is an attack on the opportunity, we're going to take it. We want to score it because it takes less pressure off us if we have to, try win a 1-0 lead compared to, getting opportunities to make it 5-0 and then have a cruisy back into the game. So I think, all the time we want to score. We want to score as many as we can, be ruthless, make teams scared of us. That's a big Australian thing. Yeah, I think Batchy kind of brings in like a soccer manager kind of feel. Like rather than, being very, very tactical as a coach, which he still does. His major role is just managing players, getting the best out of each athlete. He knows everyone's partners, what's going on in their lives, just to make sure that they're able to function as an elite athlete and be consistent. He hands off to like Rob and Potsy with the assistant coaches to be able to do the technical side of things. So they do a lot of the defensive and attacking work, and then Batchy just kind of brings it all together and to make sure as an individual we're performing, and at the end of the day that we're happy and enjoying it. Usually I try to stay away from anything superstitious, so no pre-game rituals, but usually it's just music towards the game. When we're on the bus, I like to have my own headphones in. Usually the team will have a speaker going with with songs everyone loves, but I'd like to just listen to my own playlist, kind of get out of my head a little bit, get away from the game, because walking into the stadium sometimes you can get overwhelmed with the crowd or the occasion you're playing on. So just listening to a song that you've heard 1,000 times kind of takes me away, which is probably the only thing I do. I've been really big on like Flight Facilities recently. They came out with a new album, which I've got a couple of songs from that. Then Travis Scott every now and then, but a lot of it's kind of like electronic, not too many words, or just like very vibey house music, just to get me up and about, but not too over-aroused. But yeah.